This is the story of the creation of the Pokemon world. In the beginning, there was nothing except an egg, a single egg. From the egg hatched the creator, Arceus. Arceus created a universe with its 1,000 arms, but it was completely empty. Arceus intended to create a world in the vast void of nothingness, so it created Mew, the creator of all Pokemon, alive or dead. Firstly, Mew created Dialga, the creator of time. Dialga made time come into existence, and from that point on, time existed. With Dialga, Mew created the Guardian of Time, a being which was to have the power to control and move through time, Celebi. Next, Mew created Palkia, the creator of space. Palkia created space, an endless void of untouched space. With Palkia, Mew created the Guardian of Space, a being which would remain in slumber, deep in space, until needed elsewhere, Jirachi. With these two dimensions being complete, Mew needed something to fill the gaps. A Pokemon to watch over the world between dimensions, the Distortion World, or Torn World. So Mew created Giratina, a great beast which can only remain in its true form within the other world. There was now a deep, empty void of space and time. So Arceus decided the next step would be to make a world within it. So Mew created Rayquaza, the creator of the sky. Rayquaza created the atmosphere, a great invisible barrier to separate Arceus' new world from the space. Rayquaza also created weather, and it remains high in the sky, far out of any human's reach, controlling the weather. Next, Mew created Kyogre, the creator of the sea. Kyogre created an enormous hollow ball of water within the atmosphere, the outline for Arceus' new world. With Kyogre, Mew created a guardian for this mass of water. It would be known as the Prince of the Sea, Manaphy. Afterwards, Mew created Groudon, the creator of the land. Groudon created the continents, 7 large slabs of land with a large molten center. With Groudon, Mew created a guardian for this land, a great titan which would pull the continents into place and forever guard the land. Regigigas. This great titan forged 3 creatures in its own image, made of rock, ice, and metal. These are known as Regirock, Regice, and Registeel. These 3 remain dormant until awoken by special rituals. With that, Arceus had his world, but it was merely a barren wasteland with no life. So Mew created Shaman, a being of nature. Shaman went across the barren world and breathed life into it, making grass and plants grow, making the air clean, and it added structures like mountains and rivers. Arceus then created the 3 natural elements, fire, thunder, and water. Mew created 3 birds to control these 3 elements, Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. These 3 beings were separated and were never meant to clash, for the result could be devastating. In case such an event were to ever occur, Mew created a creature that would calm the 3 and stop the destruction that would be caused. Lugia, the master of the 3 elemental birds. But until the event occurs, Lugia would remain deep under the world's ocean. With this, the world was ready for life. It was ready for creatures to inhabit it. So Mew created Pokemon. It created hundreds of different Pokemon, and spread them all over the world. Arceus saw that his world was almost complete, and so he added one final detail: the moon. The moon has extremely powerful properties in the Pokemon world. It contains an energy which to alter the dreams of the living things on the Earth, which could destroy the world and everything around it if used incorrectly. Mew created two beings to guard this power, for there needed to be a balance of dreams and nightmares. The creator of dreams, and the holder of the only cure to an eternal nightmare, Cresselia. Then, to keep the balance, the creator of nightmares, the master of darkness, Darkrai. These two creatures worked together to keep a balance of dreams and nightmares, but eventually Darkrai felt that he deserved more power, and started casting Pokemon into eternal nightmares, only curable by direct contact with one of Cresselia's feathers. So now these two guardians are at constant war to cause and protect nightmares. For many hundreds of years, Pokemon lived on the world on their own, peacefully. The Guardians kept the peace in their assigned territories, with little or no disruption. But Arceus wasn't done. He had more ideas for this world. He wanted to create something more, a superior being, and so he did. Arceus created humans. When he created humans, they had something Pokemon didn't have: spirits. Although Pokemon had emotions and souls, humans required more. So Mew created a Zelf, the being of willpower, and people gained the determination to do things. Mesprit, the being of emotion, and people learned the joy and sadness of living. Yuxi, the being of knowledge, and people gained the ability to solve problems. These three beings' power combined created Spirit. For many years, Pokemon and humans lived separately. Humans would stay with humans, and Pokemon with Pokemon. That is not to say they did not help each other. They supplied each other with goods, and supported each other. Then there was the day when Arceus decreed to the Pokemon that they must always be ready to aid humans. So that is why, to this day, Pokemon appear when humans venture into the tall grass. When humans discovered that Pokemon were willing to serve them, they started to invent capsules to hold the Pokemon, in so that the Pokemon can easily be at hand whenever needed. And so it came into being. One would think that the Pokemon would object to this kind of slavery, but it was in fact the opposite. They saw this as a way to carry out Arceus' orders, so they went on living as, not slaves, but partners to the humans. With this, the world was complete, and Arceus' work was done. So Arceus left his universe, leaving behind a flute, the Azure Flute, which, if played, would call Arceus back to his world. This sacred flute was only to be played when the world needed to be saved, or if it needed to start fresh from the very beginning. All the other beings that assisted Arceus in his creation, Mew, Dialga, Palkia, Rayquaza, Kyogre, Groudon, Shaman, Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, Cresselia, Darkrai, Azelf, Mesprit and Yuxi all went into a deep slumber, in places which they believed to be safe. But with such power as these mighty creatures, come selfish humans who wish to harness the power. Attempts to clone some of the most powerful, attempts to harness the power of the mightiest, and attempts to alter the world which was created by the creatures they are trying to use. But of course, when there is evil, there is good. And any time one of these Pokemon are disrupted by evil humans, it will soon enough be put back to rest by a good human. And everything will be put back into line, the way Arceus intended it. That is the story of how the Pokemon world was created. There are still some unexplained things, and some missing links. But for now, this is all we can know.